producer and recording artist named Ty Wheels at Stay Beat Studios.
What caused you to stop writing and rapping?
So I've never stopped writing, but what caused me to stop rapping in 2015, I got married to I mentioned that I had a daughter when I was 22, which was early when I first kind of started my whole rap career. But what caused me to stop rapping was, number one, age was a factor. That was always something that was weighing heavy on me, because growing up, you would always hear, like, once somebody reaches age 30, like, it's over. Ain't nobody trying to be a rapper over 30. So age was a big deal for me. In my mind, I only had, up until I had only given myself, if I'm going to go hard with this for 10 years, if I don't blow up or make something of this or start making some return on my investment by the time I'm 30, then I'm going to just shift gears and just pursue my HR degree, because that's one thing I didn't mention too. I also graduated with my degree in HR. So the other big reason why I stopped doing music, it came to kind of a screeching halt, was because I went through a divorce and tried to relocate to California in 2015. Went out to California. Like I said, at the time I was working with Crazy Bone, being able to open shows and stuff like that. Had a lot of good things that were in the works. But while I was out in California, my ex-husband told me he would never give me permission, at the time of us being divorced, to be able to take my kids. And by that time I had 2 children with him. He told me when I divorced him that he would never give me permission to leave the state with my kids. And I thought he was bluffing. But once I went out to California by myself, I left my children here with my mom. And then he came and picked them up basically right after I left. But I went out there to basically lay the groundwork, got a job in HR, signed a lease on an apartment, basically got shows lined up for the remainder of that year that I was going to be opening up for, had networked, met a bunch of producers, and finished my album, the First Class Only album. I did all of those things over the course of 2 months when I was in California. But while I was in California, I got a call from my mom telling me that she got served paperwork for me, saying my ex-husband was taking me to court for full custody of my kids and child support. And so I had to stop everything and come back to Columbus to be able to fight a custody battle, which, again, I had already signed off to a shared parenting agreement here in Columbus that we would have. It was like a 60-40 split initially that me and my ex-husband agreed upon, that happened a year prior to me moving to California. And when you sign off on a shared custody agreement in the state of Ohio, like, they hold you to that. And the only way that you can pretty much get out of that is if the other parent violates an order of the court. So it was just a nasty custody battle that I came back to, where they ended up making it a 50-50 split. And so I was just like, I'm done trying to do anything, because the idea of almost losing custody of my kids just never sat right with me. And my kids were more important to me than any dreams or any pursuit of music. So that's why I stopped doing music in 2015.
Will you ghostwrite for others in the future?
Absolutely. Writing music is something that I'm actually even more passionate about, and have always been more passionate about, than actually doing music and performing music myself. Because I love hip hop, but I love R&B even more so than hip hop. So, and because I don't have, like I said, like a Beyonce or a Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston voice, I can write songs for people that have those types of voices. So I definitely have always continued to write music in the background, even when I'm not actively recording. I've written music for my children, and they've recorded music. It's just something I really love to do and I'm passionate about. I write poems, music, everything. Writing is a pastime that I really enjoy. So.
Well, this is the last question, and I am ecstatic that my baby came. You did a great job, in my opinion. I love this. The last question is, who inspired you effortlessly?
Who inspired me effortlessly?
Throughout your whole entire life.
So, who inspired? First of all, she asking this question because she know the answer is going to be her.
She better be in there
my
somewhere.
mother, of course. has always been my number one inspiration and motivation. Like I said, growing up with a single parent mom who made sure that me and my brother had a life and a childhood that we look back on and be like, man, we really had the best, most memorable childhood of all time. Like it gave you that motivation to want to be like, I want to be able to spoil this woman when I'm of age to do so myself, because she sacrificed so much for us to live a life where we never went without something that we needed or wanted or loved. Like me and my brother have never even looked at other people with envy or looked at the world like, oh man, life sucks. Like, we've always had good spirits, always been optimistic. Now, our mom is a little crazy. You a little off a little. Being raised by somebody that's bipolar, that's a whole different. But growing up, my mom gets on my nerves now more in adulthood than she ever did when we were kids, because as kids, you look at life a little bit differently. You're a little bit more blind to the fact that people be doing some wild stuff. But no, the answer hands down would be you. It would be my mom. Like, you have motivated so many things in like, you just instilled really, really good sound stuff in us, like having respect for yourself, having a relationship with God, not letting people define you, because you learned firsthand that allowing other people to define you is one of the fastest ways to be miserable, because you're constantly trying to seek validation and seek the approval of others. So we did not grow up, we didn't care about what people thought of us, because we knew who we were. We knew we were loved. We knew we were cared for. We didn't have to worry about where our next meal was coming from. We never had to worry about not being able to do the things we wanted to do, because it was always readily available for us. We grew up poverty stricken and didn't even know that we were poverty stricken, because like I said, life was good. We always got to be, and my family even to this day jokes and says, like, I wish we had the money, the fame and fortune like the Wayans and stuff, but our family was always rich in love. Like, all of our family lives locally, so Monday we over grandma's house, Tuesday we over my Aunt Margot's house, Wednesday we over my Uncle Kip or my Uncle Robin or my Uncle Tulam's house. Like, we grew up with a very close-knit family that was just fun, and all we did was have a lot of laughter and joy and togetherness. Like, we were always there to support and build up and uplift one another. So my family is a big, big, big reason why I've always been motivated to want to succeed, to make them proud, to make them be like, that's my daughter, that's my niece, that's my granddaughter. Like, my grandmother was my number one supporter behind my mom, of course. But when I did music, my grandma, she was a gambler. She loved to go to bingo. She loved to be in the casinos, but she would be hustling my CDs. Back when it was CDs, it wasn't download my stuff on iTunes. Back when it was CDs, my grandma was at bingo with a big old bag, like, y'all want to buy my granddaughter's CD? It's $10. Like, my mom hustling my CDs anywhere she went. You in Kroger's trying to get some potatoes. She like, oh, you gotta hear the new Tiyana Payne album. Like, Mom, would you please let these people buy their groceries in peace? But yeah, I'm long-winded like my mom.
Yeah, honey, I know. Look, I'm looking at him over there like, damn. Well, that's it. That's all. This is the first day of Tina Louise Positive Podcast. Don't even, what is it, like, share, and subscribe? That's it. That's all.
Hold on, though. I have to plug my album since you want to ask
your
me.
album,
So my last album was released in 2015, but it's still available on all platforms where music is available to be downloaded. So you can purchase First Class only on iTunes, on Spotify. Come on, help me out. What's the other ones? Oh, yeah, and my mom has a book. It's called There Are Stages and Phases That We Go Through. Make sure you purchase her book. My mom's book is raw and uncut like my mom, so make sure you check out her book. You can actually purchase that on Amazon, on the Amazon bookstore, and everywhere digital music is sold.
You know I don't know how to
Or I said digital music. Everywhere digital books are sold.
All this got to be edited.
So
Thanks you, Larry. Is that not supposed to go on there?
Yeah, you can say thank you, Larry.
Shout out to Larry Hawkins, Green Room 97. Thank you so much for believing.
Thank you for the opportunity, Mom. And shout out to my mom who's back in school, even though she claims she quit. She quit every other day because she needs somebody to be like, oh, my God, girl, you got to finish what you start. So she going to be like, you know what? God put it on my heart. And I'm going to just go back because I just know, like, these bitches be pissing me off. But I... Oh, now you want to be filtered. This is where anyways, but yeah, my mom is back in school at the age of 61, pursuing her audio. What is it for? What is radio, television, broadcasting, and digital media programming, chasing her old dreams.
Getting ran the fuck over by that damn dream. That's what's happening. That's whipping my black ass.
So shout out to her for being ambitious at the big age of 61 and still chasing her dreams. I told y'all she was the one that inspired me. So, anyways, but yeah, this has been fun.
We'll keep going and go. We
like
fucking
okay.
Look, we like coffee.
Why are you so overly
know.
It's okay, Ma. He'll tell you when the time is up.
Okay. Jesus.
Not somebody want to be famous and want the mic so bad. Like, is it okay? Is the mic still going? Are we inconveniencing you? Like, girl, you don't even know how to want to be famous.
I don't. I can't help it. Shit, I'm trying. I'm here. I got the mic in my mouth looking like a meat. All right,
let's cut the camera. That's our cue.